Have you ever felt the intense pull of destiny, the sudden weight of a choice that could alter the course of your entire life? What if I told you that a single act of faith and obedience could bring divine intervention not only to your life, but to an entire community? Today we delve into a story from the book of Exodus, chapter 2, verses 11 to 25, where faith and obedience lead to liberation, a narrative with echoes that still ripple through our lives today. How might these timeless truths of liberation and divine guidance change the way you see your world, your challenges, and your purpose? In the book of Exodus, we find Moses, a character infinitely complex and deeply human, torn between two worlds, his Egyptian upbringing and his Hebrew bloodline. It's a moment that defines not just a man, but begins shaping the destiny of a nation. Have you ever been in a place of belonging and yet felt like a stranger? This is where Moses finds himself, moving from privilege to a precipice where his actions will ripple into eternity. Imagine being Moses, standing at the crossroads of identity and obligation. He witnesses the harsh suffering of his people under the Egyptian taskmasters. In a moment that would change everything, he takes decisive action, driven by compassion and justice, leading to his flight into the desert. Yet this is not a story of defeat, but of the profound beginnings of liberation enacted through faith and obedience to a calling greater than himself. If there's one lesson that today's passage offers, it's this: the collision of your faith and willingness to obey can birth a divine intervention that transcends personal transformation. When Moses stepped beyond fear, he opened the door to a path that was unexpected and unpredictable, but intricately woven with God's plans for freedom. Fast forward to Moses' new life, exiled in the wilderness and humbled as a shepherd. Here, amidst the solitude and vast silence, faith finds its roots. In this seeming desolation, Moses encounters divine presence, a burning bush where God's voice breaks through the ordinary. This divine moment isn't just a relic of the past. Imagine what today would look like if we too learned to hear divine whispers in unexpected places, urging us toward liberation, ours and that of others. In the text, God hears the cries of the Israelites and remembers his covenant with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The divine response, prompted by profound empathy and grace, sets the stage for a liberation saga that unfolds through Moses' willing obedience. Here, we're reminded that faith is not about passive waiting, but an active engagement with divine will. It challenges us to become instruments of change, to step forth with courage even when the road ahead is shrouded in uncertainty. The implications for us today are immense. Like Moses, we often find ourselves at the edge of decision, where fear and faith battle within us. What divine possibilities await if we step out in faith and obedience? As the story of Moses and the Israelites shows, these elements can catalyze change and liberation that reach far beyond ourselves, affecting families, communities, and even nations. So, as we reflect on this passage, let's consider our lives. Where might God be calling you to step out in faith and obedience today? What new frontier could you embrace if you dared to trust in a divine plan larger than your current understanding? Just as Moses' actions echoed through history, your faith-inspired steps could reshape the landscape of your life and those around you. And now, if you believe that, like Moses, you are called to act in faith and trust in the divine blueprint for your life, leave a comment saying, "I believe and wait." Let us build a community of faith and action right here, supporting each other through the journey. As we close, remember this: faith and obedience are the keys to unlock divine intervention and liberation. These cornerstones of spiritual life have the power to transform not just you, but everyone your life touches. I invite you, as you journey forward, to carry this profound truth with you and keep your heart open for the next chapter in the book of Exodus, filled with more incredible tales of faith, power, and the transformative touch of the divine. Until next time, may your life be guided by faith, your actions rooted in obedience, and your path illuminated by divine intervention. See you in our next exploration of spiritual liberation and hope in the book of Exodus.